Hold your breath for a second. So you kind of feel this is the area, right? Start there with the inhale. Push this first. Yeah, keep pushing that. Keep pushing that. Keep pushing that. You feel the difference in that? Pick your feet up into that. You feel the difference in that. Good. Put your feet down, but don't adjust. Exhale. Good. Good. And then we'll collect. Same thing. I want to see that move first. There you go, bro. Focus on that. That's good. Yeah, bro. That's good. I like that. That's good. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Couple more. Couple more. We're taking our time. Come on, Vic, come on. Come on. Push those, push the pants. There you go, low. Good, rest. That was purely for, like I said, yes, stretching the anterior core, activating the diaphragm. We all know about that good stuff when it comes to diaphragmatic breathing, simple. But now we're gonna load it. We're gonna load the spine with our legs. So we're gonna pick our feet up into the pressure. And the pressure is intra-abdominal pressure, which you know is what's pulling the ribs and the pelvis together, which is why your lower back leaves the floor from this act. Now remember what we did yesterday with picking up the feet? Do you remember the cue I gave you guys? Yeah. The femurs come towards you in active hip flexion. Yeah. That's what you want to focus on. So that's the whole idea, is you're trying to fill your belly up, low like we just worked on, hold that, femurs towards you, which will create our neutral position. Exhale it all together. So all the load's there, put your feet down, but don't adjust position. Don't adjust. That's not comfortable, but you need to teach your brain that. So don't adjust, and then do a big belly. And now when you pick up, see how there's way less movement? I want you to do 10, and on the 10th one, it shouldn't adjust you. Because if you put your feet down without losing this position, put your feet down, good, big belly, pick up. Yeah, see what I'm saying? That's what you guys are trying to achieve. Only the first one should move you a lot. That's the one that is pulling your ribs and your pelvis together. The next one should have some conscious control to it, because when you put your feet back down, you want to keep that position that your body created, that your brain created. And this is with both passive and active breathing. 6 seconds, come on. 6 seconds, 6 seconds, 6 seconds. We're still pushing as low as we can. Now this is what I want you to do. Everybody, let's do it on my cue. So just blow all the air and chill. Blow all the air. I'm going to show you. Do a big inhale then into your lower belly. Hold your breath. Pick your feet up a ½ inch. That's it. Stay there. Blow all the air. Keep your feet up. Keep your feet up. Do another big belly right into, do another big breath right into your lower belly. Hold that. Hold as you move your knees away from you. Hold. Don't let your feet touch the ground. So move your feet like a foot away from you. And then stop. Now exhale to protect yourself. Exhale hard to protect yourself. If you don't exhale hard, you'll feel your lower back. Good, go into a big belly. Big belly, come on, big belly. Big belly, big belly, big belly. Hold, bring your feet in. Hold, bring your feet in. Exhale hard. Softly put your feet down, but don't move. Name of the game, freeze. Everybody open your eyes, freeze, chill. Your body up. Keep your body hard. You can think of it like that, but let your mind relax. So we're not comfortable right now, right? but everybody has a really good neutral position. Kind of seeing this? So that's the whole idea. So what happened when we moved your knees away? It added what? It added load, right, to the pressure. But if you didn't maintain that pressure in the front, where was that pressure going to go? In the back. So you're learning, right? Let's do that again, because this is intrinsic feedback. Do a big belly, hold it, pick your feet up, and it should be so much better. You see how you barely move, Quinn? That's good. And then exhale first. Good, do a big belly. Hold it, and then move your knees away. Load it. Think of it like that. Your legs are loading your spine. And then one, yep, stay right there, Nathan. That's good. A little bit more. You got a little bit more. Now exhale hard to protect yourself. Harder, Vic. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Good, big belly. Keep your legs out there. Big belly. Good. Exhale hard to protect yourself. Come on, blow. Bring your feet in, bring your feet in, bring your feet in, bring your feet in. Nice. Put your feet down and chill, but try not to lose. Try not to lose the art. Good. Yeah. See that? Feel it. Everybody, don't move, but just put your hands. Look at me. Just feel it. Feel how neutral you are right now.
Yeah.
This and this right here. You're trying to line that up. You're neutral right now. You kind of feel that? Yeah. You feel how flat that is? That's good. That's good. Now watch this. Just take a small inhale for a second, and then exhale as hard as you can. You know that gas you guys got? Yep, exactly. That's the point of apnea, is that we actually have a lot of gas to get out. The point isn't to constantly work in that state though. It's just the fact that you guys don't realize how much gas we actually have. That's the point of the diaphragm. It's like a pump. The stronger it gets, it's called tidal volume. So if I exhale, that's the point of getting your exhale stronger, because it's the CO2 exchange. So don't overthink apnea as what you're trying to work on all the time. It's just the fact that you have way more air inside you than you think you do. Pick your feet right up. It should go right to the lower core, right? We're not even active, but it went right to the lower core. Now what I want to do is do what we were doing yesterday. Put your hands around your ribs. Start at the lower belly, but end in the hands, laterally. So think the first 4 seconds, lower belly. The last 2 seconds are going to push your hands laterally. So it's a tubular breath. Good. And just play with picking the feet up, putting the feet down on ends of the breath. So be completely empty or be completely filled. And focus on the belly expanding too. That's why we just did all that work. Good, Quinn. Good. Really good. Yeah, that's great. And then I want you to just do a couple, but then test yourself with a load. Meaning the same thing, fill up the tubular and put your legs out. And you're going to realize that it's going to be even lighter on your legs. It's going to be easier. That's good, Crystal. That's good. Yeah, y'all see what I'm saying? Because you're heavier in the trunk. Good. 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 Do a couple more. That's good, Vic. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Yeah, that's good. Good, y'all. Rest. Now you have to shut the body off, though. Just shut the mind off. Even though it's technically the opposite of what you want to do, but you don't want your body to move. Don't let your body move. That's the whole point, is that you're trying to let your brain, this musculature, to create positions. That's why we want the neutral. We want our neutral to be set up, by our anterior core and our glutes. So, like I said, when I'm in space, they know how to manage my hip. If I'm looking for stability back here, You know, I don't have that when I'm standing. But you know, you gotta think that's what these postures are. The brain's looking for stability. That's the brain is constantly looking for stability. You could take the word stability and switch it with the word safety. You get what I'm saying? That's Perry talks about that all the time. But that's true. That's very true. It's the way you want to think of a lot of these things, and that's what you guys are technically giving yourself right now is safety. So that's the whole idea of scaring yourself. You know what's going to happen. Your legs hit the ground, and you know, like. But that's the idea. It's like it's a scary exercise. But then you realize, shit, I have 2 options. I have 4 options. I have 5 options. I have one. It's either going to go here, or it's going to go here. It's the idea of pressure. So now that we're warmed up, we're going to tighten it up. Okay. So the thing that I really want to emphasize when we start with lateral is you're going to put your hands around your ribs. Yeah. If you do this lateral breath right, your ribs are going to open up. You're not going to keep them shut like you see me do. Okay? That's the idea of how y'all are messing up apnea. Because y'all are preaching apnea to the perspective of you think your ribs aren't going to open up. But in order for your ribs to go east and west, the fronts are going to open up. So here's the challenge. This is what I want you to think about. We got our hands around our ribs, right? Literally put pressure like you're squeezing your ribs right now. And you can't move them, right? But exhale as hard as you can. Now they move. Now when you inhale, move your hands as much as you can. Yeah, just do a couple of those. We'll add the horseshoe in a second. Exhale as hard as you can and squeeze. Use your physical force and use your exhale to imagine your ribs literally changing shape. And then when you inhale, your hands have to go away from each other. You have to push your hands east and west with your inhale. So think thumbs. Yeah. The biggest thing you need to feel the ribs move. Feel the bones move. So good. Now empty all the air and hold your breath. You feel your lower core, right? Pick your feet up into it. Keep your feet up and then inhale into your hands east and west as much as you can. That went into your chest, Nick. Your hands gotta go away from each other. That is all that matters. That is all that matters, is that your hands move east and west away from each other. Good. That was better. You feel that? That was better. Let's give you feedback. Not here. Thumbs. Good. Good, bro. Reach my hands. There. Good. Rest. Put your feet down, but don't adjust your body. Okay, we're going to put it together. You guys get what I'm trying to tell you? Because y'all know what I'm talking about. Because everyone's trying to keep this shape as tight as possible, and you're thinking you're making mistakes if it opens. Yeah. You're not. It's capacity. Like I showed you yesterday, I can't flare my ribs. Give me $1 million and I can't do it. Why? Capacity, right? So that's what you got to take note of. We're going to use the musculature to tighten the pressure to where the air can't go there no matter what. Like I just said. Couldn't pay me $1 million. See what I'm saying? So now let's put it together. I'm not going to add the shoulder musculature yet, so just put your hands by your side. You know from what you just did which way your ribs are trying to move when you inhale, right? So they're trying to move east and west. They're trying to laterally expand. So just start with exhaling. Hardest exhale so far of the day. So when I tell you apnea, literally put your hand around your mouth and your nose. Scare yourself. Because your core has to tighten up. Pick your feet up into it. Put your feet down. Good, take an inhale. Okay, you get what I'm saying? You can't. That's not something that's gonna get better, y'all. Y'all aren't gonna be like, all right, hang on, I'm gonna do 30 seconds of this shit. No. The whole point is the fight or flight mechanism of that, because that's going to tighten up your anterior core just a little bit. You got to understand these things need to be pushed. y'all. You get what I'm saying? Like, these things aren't just gonna get strong. Like, your anterior core ain't just gonna learn to do some roll it hasn't been doing for a long time just because you're thinking it. Sometimes we gotta push it. And that's how you push the end range. You can think apnea is a good way to push the end range. But I promise you, you are taking inhales in through your nose. To truly test yourself with an apnea, exhale all the air and put your hand over your mouth and your nose. And just feel how, when you get to about 10-15 seconds, your lower core tightens. That's the only thing you're trying to collect, is that mental tightness of the lower core. Because then you know where it is. Then pick your feet up into it. Good, now let's take big inhales into our lateral ribs while we're holding on to that tightness that we felt in the lower core. But we can only feel that tightness when we're at the end of an exhale. So empty the air, feel that tightness, and then take a huge inhale into your lateral ribs. The whole point, you guys, is that when you inhale, it forces your core to become more flaccid because of how we're inhaling, where it's going. You get what I'm saying? You're trying to test that. You're not trying to force it. You're trying to say, hang on, let me think here. Let me exhale all the air because that contracts my core the most. Do it. Exhale all the air, contract your core as much as you can. Now don't breathe yet. Now think to yourself, I want to take a huge inhale around this because I don't want to lose this when I inhale. Get what I'm saying? That's what y'all are trying to do. That's what we're doing all day long in all of our poses too. We're trying to use our breath to contract our core, which is stabilizing our spine. And then we're trying to say, that actually is meant to do that 24/7, so how come when I inhale, it breaks that open? Right? That's the daily battle. That's the coolest part about this. So now put your hands by your side, no hands. Exhale all the air. And feel how strong your core feels. That's why I'm just giving you a mental cue of saying, mentally hold on to that core. And now try to inhale around it, which has to go east and west. Yeah. Y'all feel me? Your legs will help you keep that tightness. So it's actually easier to empty the air, pick your feet up, keep your feet up, and inhale as big as you can. Because if you're doing, yeah, hell yeah. That's good, Vic. That's super good. Yeah, you feel that? Do a couple more. Good. Good. Everything we did yesterday should be helping. Because y'all have a much better understanding of your thorax. Good, chill out. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm teaching you guys how to train your core in a relation to your breath mechanics. In terms of stability on the end of an exhale, stability on the end of an inhale, stability throughout. Because guess what we're doing all day long? We're breathing all day long, y'all. I can't be thinking about core stability.